Good evening. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Hey, thanks for being here tonight with us or catching the replay later on our Monday Mom Chat. Hope you're having a great night and jumping in here to grab some learning tips for your kids. So we've got some good free tips we're going to share with you tonight, and stick around for some other free goodies we're going to give you too. So if you have not been here before, I am Katie, and you're here watching probably on the Literacy Camp Facebook page, or we share it on several other platforms later, but I'm one of the co-founders of the Literacy Camp. So one of the literacy ladies, Krista, is the other literacy lady and bestie of mine and business partner, and we are teachers and moms and reading specialists who are passionate about helping kids read and write and learn and love reading and writing and learning, and specifically about helping parents as you guys help your kids learn. So we absolutely believe that parents are the most important teacher that your kids will ever have, and we make the greatest impact when we help parents to feel supported so that you can help your kids feel supported. And as parents ourselves, we know parenting is not easy and it takes a village, truly. So we love being a part of your village. So thanks for joining us. And hopefully we're going to give you some, or we will be giving you some good free tips that we know you can put into practice right away, and easy, approachable, tangible for any busy mom, dad, whoever you are hanging out with us here tonight. So here we go. Will you say hello in the comments if you're watching tonight or later, and just say hi so we can see who you are, and tell us, let's see, how about favorite summer activity with your kids? Favorite summer activity with your kids. It's fun to see the comments from different people, or whatever, favorite summer activity without your kids, because sometimes parents need a break, so that's cool too. We did today, I took my kids to a local dairy farm for like a fun, something to do during the summer day, and it was so fun. And really, really, like, side note, fun fact for you, doing things like that really increases your children's vocabulary and also background knowledge. So building a child's vocabulary and background knowledge are actually precursors to them learning how to read. So that's not the real reason we went to the dairy farm. We were just looking for something fun to do. But of course, as a teacher, I'm like thinking about that while we're there. My almost 2-year-old, she had never seen a cow before in real life. I don't know, maybe that's something other kids have done. I'm not sure. But anyways, she thought it was so cool. And so then we were able to have conversations about all of the different things that are happening there. And then my son, who's older, was super interested in the way that the dairy farm worked, and they got to like see, the robots, he called them, and how they help with the cows. And it was incredibly interesting. So it reminded me, on the spot today when we were just out doing something fun, the importance of making sure that we provide our kids with opportunities like that to increase their vocabulary and their background knowledge. That's not my plan for the night, but just side note. And it can be like a fun free stuff too. So there wasn't even a cost. You could totally walk around there and, just enjoy the learning that happens without a cost. So just a side fun fact for you. Let's jump into the other stuff though. Tell me your favorite summer activities with your kids or without your kids in the comments. And then I'm going to share with you tonight 3 specifically ways to help get your kids writing this summer. So, as teachers and moms, we're trying to spend all kinds of fun with our kids doing outdoor fun things, but also being intentional about making sure that our kids are learning this summer, which we know a lot of families are. So maybe you are worried about making sure that your kids are on track for the fall, or, wanting to make sure that they are reading and writing on grade level. Maybe you're concerned about the summer slide that often happens, or maybe a little extra of that from missed instruction or normal instruction from the last school year. And so we want to make sure that we can provide you with some support, take some of those worries off your plate, and give you some ideas to help make sure that your kids are learning this summer and heading back into the school year with a little less stress. So take some of that stress off of you, mamas, and off of the kids too. So they go into the school year feeling confident and like they have, been able to practice those skills and are ready for a really great school year. So specifically writing tonight, because we have lots of families tell us their kids love to read, but it's a little harder to get them to write. So if that's you, will you just say that in the comments, even if you're watching later on a replay? Let us know, do you have, maybe just put read or write. Which one does your kid like to do more, read or write? Or maybe neither, or maybe both. But a lot of families share that with us, that, hey, I can get my kid to read every night. That's no problem. But getting them to write is a much larger struggle. And we know from research that writing proficiency is so important, and it's an area that is lacking for a lot of kids. So how do we get them to write in the summertime without it being a struggle for you families? We're gonna give you 3 easy tips to do that tonight. Make sure you stick around too. After I share those 3 tips, I'm gonna tell you where you can get a free parent guide with tons of learning activities that you can use like tomorrow at your fingertips for the whole rest of the summer. I'm also gonna give you a $20 off discount code for virtual literacy camp that we're sharing with families, or whatever. Fast forward to the end and get your discount code. I will never know. But here we go with our 3 tips to get your kids writing this summer. I am looking, I wanna make sure I don't forget the things I wanna tell you. So first one is make sure you give them some authentic opportunities to write. So this is something that at the literacy camp, we believe fully in getting kids to feel like they're doing something for a purpose. You're not just writing sentences on a worksheet because somebody asked you to, but that writing matters, and your writing matters, and your voice matters, and there's a reason that people do writing. And so giving them authentic reasons to write can be super impactful, and that is for a 5-year-old or a 15-year-old. Really doesn't matter, it's for any kiddo. But some examples of that might be to have them write cards or letters to grandparents or other family members that can be family members that are local or somewhere farther away where they want to mail them. Or maybe writing thank you notes. We just wrote some thank you notes to neighbors recently. We've got some really sweet neighbors that save their McDonald's toys for my kids. It's just so silly. But it's just a like sweet little thoughtful thing that they do. And so writing them a thank you note was obviously like a great life skill, right? To teach your kids about writing thank you notes. I hope that's a thing people do. I don't know if that's like a lost art. But it's a great opportunity for authentic writing. So thank you notes to anybody, maybe a coach, if they're doing a summer sport, writing a thank you note to a coach. But those good authentic opportunities. Letters and notes are like the first ones that come to mind that are really easy. But you could give your kids like an opportunity to write down lists of things. They love to write lists. So whether it's like a wish list for a birthday, or a list of helping you write down the grocery list, or a list of things they want to do the rest of the summer, and they can hang it on the fridge and check them off. But letters and lists, those are great ways to get some authentic writing in. Or maybe you come up with a fun family service idea, like making cards or letters for the local nursing home, or you know, widows in your church. I don't know, but doing some writing that has a purpose is really, really good for kids, and it gives them, you know, a reason to sit down and write. So great way to get your kids writing this summer. That was tip 1. Here you go. Tip number 2, give them something special to write on or special to write with. This doesn't have to cost money. So you can, if you want, go buy like an adorable little journal and a pen with like a poof ball at the end or something, right? We've totally seen kids that do that. And that silly little thing, you could even get them at the dollar store, gets them so excited about writing. But it doesn't have to be that. Can be totally free. Maybe you gather up scrap paper from around the house and staple them into booklets. And so when they have them together in a book, it makes kids feel like they're real writers, like they're writing a book. And all that took was gathering scrap pieces of paper around the house and stapling them together. You could print some free writing paper. We'll put a link in our comments here. We've got some free writing paper that we can share with you that has all the different kinds of lines, like the kind of lines you might see your kids have on papers at school, right, with all the little extra dots, and we have them in all different sizes. So the bigger lines for your younger writers and the smaller lines for your more advanced writers. So we've got lots of those free paper choices. We can put a link in that for you for free, but printing off papers like that if you want to, or maybe even like getting just a plain notebook and doing a collage on the front of it with your kids. Like, I know that sounds like a tiny bit of work, right? But if you just save newspaper ads or whatever for a week or 2 weeks, and you sat down and cut out fun things together and glued them on the front of a $1 notebook, it's amazing the far-reaching impact you'll have from that one activity. But it creates like a connection where they're seeing that you're showing them that it's important to write and that being a writer is important, and it gets them excited about, oh, I made this fun notebook with my parent. Now I actually want to sit down and use it. So just giving them something fun to write on, and maybe something fun to write with. Here's another idea if you're going for free. I always love free. Maybe even put like a Facebook post up for your friends and family that says like, trying to get my kid excited about writing, and we have like old pads of paper or notebooks or pens and pencils that you're getting rid of. because how many of us have like notepads that you get at different places that are just sitting around your house, or who loves to like clean and get rid of things, and you have way too many pens or pencils? I bet you'd get so many responses of people that are like, please take all my notepads and random pens. And then your kids might be so excited by like this fun little thing. So anyways, something fun to write on, something fun to write with. That was idea number 2. I'm gonna give you idea number 3. So third way to get your kids writing this summer and excited about writing this summer. You knew I was gonna say our literacy camp at home experience, but I also do encourage you to go do one of our writing videos with your kids for free. So we're gonna put a link to that in the comments here. That is one of the videos that's included in the Literacy Camp at Home experience, but we're gonna give it to you for free so that you can get a peek at what it is. So many families that are participating in the Literacy Camp at Home this summer are loving it, and they're so almost like surprised. A lot of them, honestly, when they tell us like, my kids are so engaged, they love this, they can't look away, they're writing and reading so much, but they didn't really understand maybe what it was until they jumped in. So I wanna give you a link so you can go watch one of the writing videos with your kids. It's about 20 minutes long, so just plop them in front of that video, give them something to write on, something to write with, and notice how it, hopefully they'll be engaged and excited about writing. Younger students may need a little of your support. 1st through 3rd, 4th can be completely independent, but they'll really, really enjoy it and have fun, and they'll be writing right away. So once you do that, give them a little taste of what those look like, and then go grab a Literacy Camp at Home experience for you guys. Includes reading videos, writing videos, hands-on project videos, fun like silly introduction videos that just get the kids engaged and laughing, and then all kinds of other stuff too. So it's definitely not just a sit in front of a screen type deal. We include a 1 week of content schedule for you. So there are outdoor learning activities included in that, movement activities, snack, lunch, breakfast ideas. We plan them all out for you. Really, really fun ways to get your kids engaged in learning this summer and at home, and it's all flexible, so you can use it whenever it is convenient for you. Doesn't add any more pickups and drop-offs to your summer schedule, but it does help you to feel like you provided some learning for your kids this summer. So you take those worries away of that new school year that is right around the corner. I know, I hate to say it, but it's true. It's almost here. And we want to just make sure those kids get that boost that will be helpful for them, and will encourage them to be excited about reading and writing and learning. So we'll make sure we put a link to that in the comments as well, so you can grab a Literacy Camp at Home experience for you and your family. And we're going to give you a $20 off discount code. So if you hung out with us here or you watch the replay, we're so grateful, and we know that those 3 things will help you and your kids. And if you type in the code literacy, just the word literacy, all lowercase, into the coupon code box, it'll take $20 off of your registration for virtual literacy camp. So the code literacy, go use that, grab a virtual literacy camp for your family to use today, and we know that you will love it. So hope that that was quick and easy for you families tonight. And if you haven't grabbed our free parent guide, make sure you go grab that too. So it's a 9-page, super easy and beautiful, of course, because Krista designed it. It's like gorgeous. You want to hang it on your fridge, full of lists of ideas to get your kids learning this summer for free. So all of our favorite learning shows, all of our favorite learning apps, station ideas, ways to get your kids learning independently so you can do other stuff, right? Because your hands are always full. So all of that are best learning tips to keep your kids busy and learning throughout the summer or anytime, and it's completely free. So we'll put a link to the guide in there. So grab that as well. My last note tonight is, if you are not in our parent Facebook group, come join us. You can just type in, what's it called? The Literacy Ladies for Parents of Elementary Kids. It's a really fun group of families that are just all wanting to help our kids learn. So we'll share freebies in there all the time and tips, and families chime in and give each other ideas. And it's just a great place for families who care about their kids learning, and completely free space. So just type in the Literacy Ladies for Parents of Elementary Kids in that Facebook group, and you can join us there anytime. I think that's it, you guys. Go grab a virtual literacy camp with your $20 discount code. Literacy is your code, and use those 3 tips. Get your kids writing this summer, and send us a message and let us know how it goes. We cannot wait to hear. Hope you have a fabulous rest of your Monday. Happy reading.